open positions. So let's get an open position going here. And, since we're algo traders, we can create an open position pretty easily. So this is actually going to be more than 7 because I didn't plan to show you this one. Create market order, pass in the symbol, and then we pass in the size. So if I create that market order now, I'll mark this out, the create limit order, and it should just enter me into a position immediately. You can see order fully filled. So I'm in a position. So I want to show you number 6, which is fetch open positions. So to fetch the open positions, which you'll need all the time, like I use this all the time. I essentially looked through all my algos and saw what was the most important, what I use all the time. So fetch open you could do fetch positions, and I could go ahead and say print exchange.fetch positions, and I'm going to close this market order so it doesn't make another order. And we want to go ahead and show exactly how to fetch your open orders. Well, these are actually 2 different functions I'm going to show you. So again, I'm giving you more than 7, but fetch positions would get your open positions. Let's go ahead and see what that prints out. You can see these are all the positions that you'd have to loop through, and I can show you all that, no worries. But I also like to use, instead of fetch positions, I like to use fetch open orders. So fetch open orders, and then you simply just pass in that right there, because now I can see, while fetch positions is good, I can also see, hey, I have active orders here. So fetch open orders is number 6. You can see fetch open orders. I have this one open order that correlates to this right here. So let's go ahead and go on to number 5. Now you know how to fetch open orders. You also know how to create a limit order. You also know how to create a market order. What's number 5? Well, number 5 is you must be able to cancel orders. Because a lot of the times, algo traders will forget they have to cancel their orders every time they loop through, or else it's just going to bankrupt them. Like it'll be a buy on top of a buy on top of a buy. So how do you cancel orders? Well, pretty simple actually. And that's why I love CCXC. Exchange.cancel all orders, and you just pass in the symbol. Remember, the symbol is ETH. We have this active order here. So if I go ahead and run this now, all it should do is cancel this active order. And that's super helpful. I use it all the time. You can see notification, order canceled. So now you know how to cancel orders. Now, one thing that's a little tricky here is sometimes you'll have like a stop loss or a conditional order. Let's go ahead and figure this out. Trigger price 1600, limit price 1601, and quantity 1. Let's just go ahead and long. And conditional order, this is like a take profit, right? So it's a little more intricate to actually submit these orders, but I definitely know how to do it and I use it all the time. I'm just not going to go here on this video. I would rather show you how to cancel them, because it was very hard to figure this out. Now, canceling orders, active orders, is one thing, but if I run this again, I don't think it's going to cancel this conditional order. You can see here, it's still active. So since this is still active, how do you cancel this? Well, it's just a little bit different. You say exchange.cancel all orders, cancel all orders, and you just have to pass in some parameters this time. So we would go ahead and say symbol equals symbol, and then we would have to go ahead and say params equals untriggered, in quotes, untriggered equals true. So now I'll actually get rid of this cancel. I usually, in my algos, I have both of them back to back, so it cancels all orders, even conditional ones. But you can see I have this conditional, and now this should cancel it. And you can see here, order canceled, deactivated, and it should disappear here. So now you know how to cancel conditional orders, which took me forever to figure out. So that right there was number 4. Cancel conditionals. Now let's go ahead and keep it going. So number three is going to be how to get the order book. Get the order book. And getting the order book is so important because if you can get the order book, you can get the bid and ask, you can get like the second bid and ask, you can get the third one, you can see this guy's order, and so on and so on. So with that information, you're able to make much better algorithms, right? So what we do in order to get the order book is simply say OB equals exchange dot fetch order book. And then you simply pass in the symbol. What order book do you want? And then I can say, hey, I want to print